Welcome to Lifehacks 2.0. Are you with me?
Welcome back, everyone, to the final episode of Lifehacks 2.0 with our founder and executive chairman, Dr. Sri Vijay Eswaran. In this last episode, we seek clarity from Dr. Sri Vijay on the meaning of trespass, why it is important, and how it relates to building deeper connections. You know, Dr. Sri, you've often spoken about trespass, and when somebody hears it for the first time, it might be a bit confusing. So in simple terms, could you explain what is trespass?
Trespass basically is a term that I am borrowing from legal terminology. And in essence, trespass simply means the right to enter your premises, and it's the right to come into your home, so to speak. Your mind is your home. And here I'm establishing the right to be able to do exactly that, to enter into your personal life, enter into your mind, into your intentions and the like. So the issue is the right of trespass is something that you can, in legal terms, give to people of your choice. And in a sense, this is exactly the same when you're dealing with individuals. Now, more often than not, they give you limited access, as it were. And they can face it out. You can come in through here, but this is where the next line is, etc., etc. So, trespass is something that needs to be continuously rebuilt. It needs to be continuously re-established. All trespass, be it the legal one or the personal one, has its expiry, so to speak. So every time you're going back in to knock on the door of a person's life, you need to re-establish that trespass, and re-establish how far it goes.
And why is it so important to have trespass?
Without it, you will always be not just a guest, you'd be an outsider. So in a sense, most people are not comfortable to discuss these things. However, if there is such a thing as established trespass or trespass that is that comes professional trespass, so to speak, like a policeman, basically has the right to question you, and he has the right to question you on personal issues and the like, because his warrant or his identity gives him that right. Likewise, your boss has also got within a professional trespass, and he gets to say things to you or inquire of you things that otherwise other people cannot. Personal trespass, now that's a whole different ballpark. Even your boss doesn't get it, as a right. It's something that you have to re-establish, and in every relationship, trespass has to be established. Without trespass, you will remain a contact, never a connection.
And what is the benefit of having trespass in a personal relationship?
See, when you basically set the limits to a trespass, you are also establishing the limits to your relationship. Now, if it's a question of, say, in a spousal relationship, husband and wife, then essentially all bets are off. You should be able to have complete trespass. In terms of friends and associates, trespass is limited to the level to which you are comfortable. And that needs to be set up in front, because every time you infringe that, you test the limits of the relationship. So trespass is something that needs to be re-established every single time.
This is actually quite interesting, because in personal, professional relationships, you've taught us many times that the ego always seems to get in the way of establishing these relationships. The question I have here is, would you say that lowering the ego plays a role in allowing trespass?
In essence, trespass is all about ego. To someone who is free from ego, so to speak, the world is invited to his home, which is in his head. He has no issues in discussing anything, anytime. The more an ego someone entertains within his mind, then the trespass becomes rigid, and trespass becomes, sometimes insurmountable. The walls are built upon the ego. So trespass is the right of crossing that, building bridges as opposed to walls.
Thank you very much for explaining such an intense, complex topic, and you've made it so simple for us to understand, Dr. Sri. Thank you very much for explaining trespass to us today.
My pleasure, as always.
Well, that is all the time we have left here with Dr. Sri Vijay on this season of Life Hacks. And Dr. Sri, it was absolutely an amazing opportunity for me to sit here and converse with you on trespass and all the other topics, intent versus mechanism, contact versus connection. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Sri.
It's been awesome being here. Looking forward to the next one.
Me too. Thank you very much.